Hello and welcome to the Insecure Chef again. I'm here with my wonderful wife Regina in videography. Today we're going to be doing Mongolian chicken. Okay, many of you have had Mongolian beef, Mongolian chicken, same general idea, but obviously a different protein. So we're going to start with a quick marinade of the chicken. That's not only to infuse some flavor, but it's also to help to tenderize it a little bit. I've got 1/4 pound here of relatively thin sliced chicken breast. With most of any fat that might have been there trimmed off. Okay. To that, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, and to that, I'm adding just a pinch of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you can use black. Just some people, if I can get some people just don't like the black specks in their food because it'll be visible. But that's personal opinion. Anyway, and as always, the recipe will be on the channel. Into that, I'm putting about 1/2 or 3/4 of an egg white. Okay, so that's going in there. That's just the egg white going in there. All right, and to that, I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon. All right, 1/2 teaspoon's in there. And then to that, I'm going to add, anywhere between, 3/4 to maybe a whole tablespoon of cornstarch. Really, all you want to do is just to make sure that the chicken gets coated with it. It'll disappear into everything. I'm going to use my hands for this. Okay. Going to mix that around. And, if I think I need more, I will. It's not super critical, but you want to get the chicken coated in it. Okay. Yeah, my gut feeling is I might want a little more. Again, I can assure you it's going to taste good no matter what. All right. I'll just scoot it around. Obviously, if you do what I'm doing without a glove, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly when you've completed this step. All right. Make sure you get most of that cornstarch pretty much incorporated, infused in that oil. All right. Okay, let me just do a quick wash of my hands. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cover this, leave it out here at room temperature for about 10 minutes. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, we're back. 10 minutes have passed. The chicken has marinated. So our next step will be to pre-prepare the sauce that we'll be using. And as Regina will show you as we go down, the sauce consists of, and again, it's all on the channel. The sauce consists of, it's going to be minced garlic, ginger, vinegar, cooking wine or white grape juice. I use white grape juice because I can't have any alcohol. Hoisin sauce, the hot pepper sauce. I use the Olek. You can use any hot sauce you like. That's a chili paste. Little sugar and little soy sauce. I've now already mixed that up in here. You can see that here. I've already mixed that up in there. We're going to be using that in about 5 minutes. But now at this point, I'm going to be moving over to the wok, and we're going to stir fry the chicken. And when that chicken is done, we'll be taking it out of the wok. Okay? So the oil should be hot enough. Now, you don't want to be cold too hot. You don't want to burn the chicken. Okay, so you get that chicken in there like that. And what you want to do is you want to move it around a little bit so the chicken don't stick together. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible if it did, but for purposes of presentation and ease of eating, if you can get it separated. Again, I'm on medium heat. You can play with the temperature. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn them, and you don't want to cook them so fast on the outside that the inside's not done. Remember, these chicken has been sliced pretty thin, so it won't take very long. So I'm working at medium, slightly higher than medium, here on my gas stove. So happy to say gas stove.
Finally.
As I've mentioned in videos past, I hated the electric stove. But many people, they love it. I just never got along with it. Okay, we're rolling along here. There we go. We are in dire straits right now, as my nice 70-inch Samsung TV, which I had a mortgage when I first bought it.
Well, your children gave it to you as a gift.
All right, so you caught me in the lie. I didn't buy it. But blew up yesterday, just gave up the ghost, decides it's just going to keep turning on and off all by itself. So fortunately,
we
had
can
an
cook.
Extended, we can cook, but we had an extended warranty on it. So the only trick, of course, is getting repair people out from Samsung and having it, around the holidays, it gets a little crazy. So, it's the typical fun and games. All right, we're doing very well here. Going to raise the temperature slightly as we get near the ending process. You want to cook the chicken essentially completely in this particular recipe. And once it is completed, as I said, we'll be taking it out and then redepositing it back in at the end. Okay. Should move along pretty quickly now. As I said, I moved the temperature up just a bit. I did most of it on medium. I now moved it towards medium high to basically, finish it up. Perhaps, get some color on it. Not that you need that because the sauce will take care of the visuals. Just want to check to make sure any folded pieces, that are cooked in the center are okay. Nothing worse than undercooked chicken. Usually the guide for that is my wife.
Oh yeah, very fussy.
Yeah, it has to be well cooked.
No pink, nothing.
No pink. And once it gets well cooked, then we well cook it again. And when we well cook it the second time, then we can finally cook it again. And then it's done. What do you think, hon? We're getting there, huh?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I'm going to give it another
If you can sneak a peek inside one
well,
of
it's
these.
so thin.
I know.
I don't think it's going to be. Well, I'll give it another 20 seconds.
Okay.
I think we'll be okay. What do you folks think? Think it's done? I don't hear anything. No one's talking to me.
I know.
Okay. I think we're in decent shape here. I think I may have mentioned this is serving for one or 1.5, depending on how hungry or not hungry you are. But obviously, if you want to make it for 2 or 4, just keep doubling the recipe and trebling it or whatever you think is necessary. Okay, I'm going to get this out of there now. Put that on here. Yeah, I can see it's even got some light
Color?
brown, not light browning on it, so that's pretty good. Yeah. That's the nice thing about the chicken when you slice it that thin. It really doesn't take all that long to safely cook. Okay, last few pieces. I can get it in there. All right. Okay, now the next step is going to be
Do you want to lower
the cooking of the vegetables. Thank you for reminding me of that. It's going to be the cooking of the vegetables. So that oil that's in there is more than enough. If you think it's too much, you're always welcome to take some out. what you're hearing right now is just a little water that's popping. That'll dissipate shortly. I moved the gas back down to medium and maybe even just a little less than medium. And again, you can play with it as you see fit. Again, you know, stir frying the vegetables, you don't want it to be too overcooked. So we'll get to that step momentarily. Okay. We're going to now throw in the garlic and ginger. And you only want to fry that for about 20-30 seconds before you begin the next step. Okay, so I'm going to take my spoon when I find it. All right. Just dry that. Okay. I'm going to take the ginger, which I happen to like a lot. Throw that in. Take the garlic, which I happen to like a lot, and throw that in. And like I said, we're only going to fry this for about 20 seconds because the oil's pretty hot. You don't want to burn it. Okay, you see it's already picking up some color. With that now, we're going to be throwing in the white onion and the green onion. And we're going to stir that around a while. Is your hand getting tight of it?
No, it's okay.
I was yelled at that I was taking too long one time because her hand was getting tired holding the camera. If I decide one day to break down, I'll actually buy some real equipment. We won't have this problem. So we're going to stir fry these now only for about 2-3 minutes. How's that smell, man?
Good.
All right. And what you're doing, of course, is you're softening them up, but you don't want to make them, well, at least most people don't want to make them soggy. Stir fry is designed to be a tad firm. Some people would even say crunchy. But as I mentioned in many of the recipes I do, a lot of it comes down to personal taste, how you like things. If you're cooking for yourself, you got it homemade. Okay. Now with that, I'm now going to be adding back in the cooked chicken. That's going in next. What do you think, babe?
Oh yeah, they're brown enough too.
Yeah, I just want the green onions to soften up a bit more. Yeah, they're looking good. Mm-hmm. And after that, as I said, when we put back the cooked chicken, essentially what you're doing is basically reheating the chicken and getting it ready to have the sauce added so that the vegetables and the chicken get coated.
Go lay down, Eli.
Eli dog.
Go lay down.
Show the fans Eli.
What are you doing? You being a good boy?
No.
Oh, that's a good boy. Sit.
Yeah, he thinks you're feeding him. Okay. All right, the chicken's back in. Next step, of course, is to just quickly re-stir up your sauce that you made earlier, and then just throw that right in. Okay, and I'll stir that up. And you know, depending on how wet you like these stir fries, if you find that the recipe I've given to you, you prefer more sauce, well, just double the sauce ingredients. As I said, this sauce is for one. So, but if you want it wetter or you want it more on your plate, liquid, just make more of it, put it on. Okay, another 20 seconds and we'll be done. All right, I think my dinner is ready. So we're gonna take that. Actually, I think the easiest thing is to move over here. So I'm banging it.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this off.
And I'm gonna put it right there.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Which
Oh.
go on that side. She's gonna go on this side because I'm left-handed.
It smells wonderful, of course. Yeah, it looks really
Usually
good.
does.
What you doing?
Okay, and there we go. Mongolian chicken. And I hope it works out well for you. So from the Insecure Chef and his wonderful wife, Regina,
Have a great night.
thank you again for watching. Hope the meal turns out for you. Happy holidays.